Alright, well, welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Thanks so much for being here. Today we're going to be showing you how to make chicken cacciatore. Let's drop down and see what our ingredients are for this. We've got 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 bone-in chicken thighs, 1 carrot, 1 medium onion, 1 small yellow pepper, 1 small orange pepper, 1 Roma tomato, 8 sprigs of thyme, 2 tablespoons of fresh basil, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 2 tablespoons of fresh minced garlic, half a cup of red wine, 1 can of crushed tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, a half a teaspoon of some red pepper flakes, and of course we're going to be using salt and pepper throughout the whole process to season our food. And then we got some basil and some fresh parsley that we're going to use to garnish. So let's head over. I have already got all the prep work done, so we're just going to start cooking. All right, well, there we are. We got our mise en place, we've got our pan, we've got our utensils, we've got our chicken, our olive oil, pepper, and salt, all our fresh herbs, our peppers and onions, our carrots, tomatoes, all the sauces, everything we're going to need for this, and the wine is also back there. All right, so I'm going to focus right here on our pan, get this shot set up, and we'll start cooking. All right, so we've got, get our pan on about a medium-high heat. I'm going to put our 2/3 of our olive oil in here and let that start getting hot. Meanwhile, let's open it up again. Let's move our camera over, put it on the chicken right there. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to salt and pepper both sides of this. Alright, our oil is hot. I'm going to go ahead and put our chicken down, skin side down first. We're just going to get a nice sear on this. Oh. Get that fat and crisp up just a little bit. See how it's curling up? Alright, we got a nice sear on both sides. I'm going to take the chicken out and put it right back on the plate that we had it on with no fear of cross-contamination, because we are going to put that chicken back into this dish and cook it for about 45 minutes. So I'm not going to worry about that plate with the chicken blood on there getting to us. So I'm going to put the rest of the oil in. I'm going to put our carrots and onions in there. We're going to let these get a head start because the carrots take a while to cook. But I want to get these onions to just be translucent and cook nicely before we add the rest of our ingredients. Alright, those onions have started changing a little bit of color on there and softening up, so I'm going to go ahead and put the peppers that we've cut up in here. I'm going to put our garlic in there as well. A little salt and pepper. We'll just stir this up nice. Let this cook down just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put our herbs in there. I'm just going to pick off the leaves from the basil. I'm not going to ship a knot or anything. I'm just going to take them right off the stems and just throw the whole leaf in there, because it will curl up as it cooks. Put all of our stems of our thyme in there. We're going to do the same thing with the parsley. I'm just going to take the big stems out of there. Let that sit in there just like that. I'm going to put our pepper flakes in there. Then we're just going to stir this up. I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to let that cook for about 5 minutes. Alright, we got some good heat going on there. Everything's starting to soften up. I'm going to put our tomatoes in there now. And our wine. We'll stir this up. I'm going to let that wine reduce right out of there. I don't want anything left from it. So that's we're gonna let that wine reduce, just totally go. I'm not going to do it by half or by a third or whatever. I want all of that wine out of there because that's going to just add so much flavor. A little more salt and pepper. Now I don't want to cover it because I want it to reduce. Alright, we are getting close. Not a lot of liquid in there left. Almost gone. I'm going to go just a little bit longer. Alright, most of the liquid is gone. Just about. Now's a good time to do the picking out of the stems of the thyme if you want to. It's a lot easier to do than when it becomes a sauce and you can't see them anymore. I'm adding the tomato paste now. We'll set right into the middle there. Then we're going to put our can of crushed tomatoes in. We're going to stir this up to where it's all incorporated with those peppers and vegetables. Then we are going to turn it down to about a medium low. You want a little bit of bubble action in there. We're going to take our chicken breast, or I'm sorry, our chicken thighs. We're just going to put them right into the pan. And yes, there is fat on these. I did not choose boneless, skinless because I wanted the fat to render as it cooks to add flavor to this dish. We're going to take some of this sauce, put it right over the top of the chicken. We're going to leave it like that. We're going to cover it right up. Keep an eye on it. You want a little bit of bubble action in there. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Make sure it's evenly over the flame. And then what we do now is we wait 45 minutes and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to take the lid off. Okay, 45 minutes. The timer's just going off. Oh yeah, it is just falling apart. I'm going to hit it a little more salt and pepper. Turn off the heat. Cover it back up. What we're going to do now is we're going to plate this up. I got some rice cooking in the background there in the old rice pot. And we're going to take some photos of it. Lay them in the timeline with some groovy music. Then we're going to come back and we're going to give this a taste. Enjoy the music, enjoy the pictures. Let's see what this is all about here. Oh, that meat just comes right off the bone. Look at that. Look at that. Just comes right off. Falls apart. So I'm going to give this a try. And here we go. Wow. Very, very tender. You can see why dark meat's used for this. I don't know if a white meat breast part would be as tender as this. It would probably be a little dried out as well. But this is fantastic. Got some of the vegetables on there, tomatoes and peppers. Very rich, very deep, very dense flavor on this. You can tell with all the layers we did of the cooking process, you can taste each layer, hitting that salt and pepper in between there during the cooking process. Leaving that skin on, I think that rendered fat really adds to the dish. But this falls out right off the bone. Look at that. Alright. Well, I'm going to go have dinner. I appreciate you watching. Chicken Cacciatore. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Leave a comment down below. Let us know how we did. Take care of yourselves. We love you. We appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.